Just so you know, I record all my classes. I actually post them on YouTube, but the videos that you need to watch are actually already on Schoology. So, obviously this is Accelerated Algebra 2. You have nothing other than to show back up to school today. As far as any assignments go, I heard some other teachers were giving assignments. What a bunch of neat people. Boy, I'll tell you. Before we get started, I just want to remind all of you, if you ever have to use the restroom during my class, please, by all means, take care of yourself. But I would just ask you to just do it one at a time, okay? Does that make sense? Did everyone get one of these? So this class is going to be kind of flipped over, and I imagine other teachers are doing the same thing. But I'm going to model today what it would look like with it being flipped. Okay? Now, I'm going to tell you, these first three lessons, the first one's probably going to be fine. The second one and the third one are going to be like, you're going to get a little bit of that sinking feeling, but I'll get you through it. So first thing I want you to realize is you're going to log on to, at some point, to My Cherry Creek. Agreed? At least I hope so. If not, you're going to miss out a whole bunch on this class. Under My Cherry Creek, we're going to go find our Schoology tile. I imagine yours is going to look like that. And then mine's going to look different because I'm a teacher, because they give us special privileges, I guess. We're going to go to courses. We're going to find our Algebra 2. And of course, you won't have all the classes. I do have up top our syllabus, so I'm not going to print that off. Read it at your leisure. It's not worth points to read, but it's just there. It'll stay at the top of the page. Next thing is there's a bulb there that says how to get the book for the class. I just need to let you know that our books are not in yet. And for the next couple of weeks, I would be posting any of the homework assignments I would be posting on Schoology. But after the next couple of weeks, I hope we go over and get the book. I'll let you know when the book is in. I think I heard it might be tomorrow, but I'm not sure. But that'll tell you how to go in and pay for the book. I'm not sure if you can pay for the book if the book is not in at this point. Does that make sense? Okay. So if you go on there and you're like, oh my gosh, I can't pay for this, Mr. Serp's going to be so mad. Oh my gosh, if I get mad because someone doesn't get a book? Really? Things that make me mad. Let's see. Boys making fun of girls makes me mad. Things that make me happy, girls making fun of boys. Any of you girls can make a boy cry, you gotta cry. I'm kidding, I'm kidding. I have two daughters, so I have to defend the girls. Hey, so if you need to rent a calculator, if you don't have a calculator, we rent the TI-84s and the TI-83s. That would tell you how to do it. I would recommend you getting the 84. Yes, it's $5 more. I think it's $25 for the year versus $20 for the year. Because we're going to go through and use it. If you have already bought a TI-83 or 84, cool. If you bought the TI Inspire, you'll have to work a little bit more. I will have videos that will go along with the TI Inspire, but I'm not teaching off the TI Inspire. It's a different operating system. But it still works very well. But we'll also be using Desmos quite a bit as a graphing tool on the computer that you would have at your home. I'm not gonna pull out these dinosaurs, these Chromebooks. One, I don't know if they'll even turn on anymore. So we have art in the classroom, I guess. A little shelf. Homework collections. Eventually, hopefully we'll stay in class all along. I don't want to be online learning. I don't like when I don't get to see y'all. So I'm going to do everything in my power for us to stay in school. But overall, it's not my decision. It's kind of society's decision if they decide to continue to make the healthy choices, I guess. But as of right now, it's up to you. Once you get your book, or if you ever do a homework, what I'll basically do it's your choice. If you would like, and you want to have your homework, keep your homework at home because you don't want to bring something home, you can always take a picture of it or scan it as PDF on your phone. If you have an iPhone or the Android, there is an option for you to do that. So in the next few days, figure out how to do that. So if I were to be checking off homework and you have your phone, basically I would say, so like you have your phone, let's pretend. Let's just pretend. You scan the PDF. It's like, this is my homework. I'll look at it and say, go to the next page. Okay, good. And I'll give you the points. Notice I didn't touch anything. But let's say you decide you bring your homework in as pencil paper. Okay, let me look at it. You flip it over. Looks good. Check the points. Not touched it. Okay, so that's basically how I'll be taking care of homework while we're in class. I don't want to be, but if we go online, we're going to have to do some sort of scanning where you scan it and send it to me as a PDF. Okay, and we'll get it figured out. So I don't want you to panic. So it's your choice if you want to bring your homework actually physically in, or if you want to just take a picture of it and you show me the picture on your phone. I would just say, please put your name at the top so, Robbie Johnson's homework isn't the same homework I see with everybody. Now, I know that y'all wouldn't do that. I can just imagine. It could take place in certain scenarios. So that's what I'm going to plan for the homework. But then as you go in, you notice it says week 1 videos in Schoology, and there's a quiz. Actually, there's 2 quizzes on Schoology. Those quizzes, I'll get into it in a sec. It's on Schoology. You're at home. Can I see it? Do I know that you work with each other? Do I know if you use PhotoMath? Do I know that you Googled it? Do I know that some kid was the guinea pig and they sent out an Insta, Facebook, tweet, TikTok of all the answers? I have no idea, but I'm sure it's all possible. So the quizzes that we do on Schoology are worth a smaller amount of points than the actual pencil and paper quizzes we do in class. I can't monitor what goes on outside of class. And I'm not telling you not to. Obviously, everyone makes choices. You make the choice that works for you. Just so you know, I plan on not next week, so the following week we'll have our first pencil and paper quiz. But don't worry, I'll continue to tell you about it. Don't panic. Don't freak out. I know quiz is a 4-letter word, but we'll do okay. But for the most part, the class is flipped, meaning you need to watch videos at home, but we're going to watch some videos in class because I want to model it. So what we'll do is, as we progress through the year, I just keep going further and further down. I will date when those classes have taken place. So if you ever miss, it's your responsibility to make sure you go in there and do it. During class time, usually, starting next week more than likely, it'll be kind of the time where we go over any questions you had from my homework or my videos, go over any homework questions, and every now and then there'll be some sort of quiz. So I'm going to go into week 1 videos, and I know some of you have actually already done this, which is great, but it wasn't required. The only thing I required is you come back. So it says videos. I kind of give you guys a note saying, hey, all, no need to watch videos. I will do this on the first regular day of class. So notice on there they have 3 squares. So it looks like there's 3 videos this week. I think that's all I had was 3 videos this week. Maybe there's 4, I don't know. There we go. All right, so as you go down the page, so the squares are the videos that would need to be watched. Now we're going to watch 2 of them between today and tomorrow, and the third one will be something that you'll have to watch between today and tomorrow. But we'll figure out which one that is in a moment. Sound okay? Notice below it says 1D filled out notes, 2E filled out notes for 3D. So we're kind of going through 1, 2, and 3 chapters pretty quickly. Basically, it's all algebra 1. So we're going to go through those 3, but if you want the filled out notes, that's cool. If not, the notes that you have in front of you are the notes that you can write on, and I will give you tomorrow night a fresh new set of notes that will be for the videos that you would watch before you come back to class next Tuesday. Okay? but I'm going to model it today and tomorrow, the things that we're doing in class. And notice there's little chain links. So if you have a TI Inspire calculator, watch this video. Okay, it'll help you with, does anyone have the Inspire? So this is a moot point as far as right now. Maybe the students that come on for Thursday, Friday might. I don't know. So, and then notice up here it says homework 1D. Pick any 5 to try. None of you have the book yet. It's not in the bookstore. So click on that. Find 5 problems that you want to do. Do you want to print it off? It's up to you if you want to print it off. Do I just want to copy 5 problems down from that worksheet on a separate sheet of paper and try those 5 problems and take a picture of it and show me? Totally fine. Do you want to take that piece of paper they wrote things down and bring it to class tomorrow rather than take a picture? Absolutely. It's your choice. Just title it, though. So if it's 1D, right at the top 1D and then put your name on it. Whether it's you've copied it off, you printed it off the internet, or if you just copied it on a separate sheet of paper. What kind of sheet of paper? Do you require graph paper? No. Do I require line paper? No. Do you require blank paper? Color paper? It's your choice. Whatever you have at home, I don't care. I have a transparency I'm going to write with a vis-a-vis on. Sweet. Just make sure when you take a picture of it, I can see it. It's your choice. I don't want to pick up homework from you. I don't know what's at home. I figure your homes are all fine, but you just never know. I'm just trying to stay safe. But is there any questions so far? Notice down at the bottom there's 2 puzzle pieces. That is due Monday at 11:59 in the p.m. So a minute before midnight on Monday. There's 2 of them. You're doing it at home. Make sense? Don't panic. I'm not going to supersaturate you with anything. Can we watch the first video? You have the notes there. So we're going to kind of mimic that. If you were at home, this is what we do. This will not be a traditional type of class today and tomorrow because I want you to feel good about where to find my videos. So we're kind of flipping the class. I could have been one of those other teachers and told you all last week, hey, there's 3 videos you have to watch for today and tomorrow before you come to class. I wasn't that person. Those weren't the rules. I didn't bend the rules. I break other rules, but I wasn't going to break that one. Is that okay? So I will make all my videos just because, I don't want to get that bored. We're going to watch video 1D on your notes. Video 1D looks like, so here's the first page, second page. Actually, I condensed them. 3rd page, 4th page. A lot of times this 4th page, it'll have some sort of homework that's on it. But make sure you watch the video because the homework that's there is not necessarily what we're going to do. So with the video, that's going to tell you. Now, as far as the video goes, videos are worth 15 points total. You watch the video, you get 10 of those points. Inside that video are questions. Some of those questions might actually just be a survey, and we're going to see that today. A survey is not worth any points. But some of them might be a true file, some might be a multiple choice, some might be even a short answer where you'd have to type something in. But we're going to model through it. I'm using a program, it's called Play Pause It, and I know a lot of other teachers have been doing it. This is actually one of the better systems I've seen for doing this type of class this way. The reason I'm flipping the class is it's not fair for me to not teach you the content that's involved with this class. I couldn't do that in 2 days only. Well, I could, but it would be like, you wouldn't like me. So we're flipping it. I'm not going to saturate y'all with tons of homework. That's why when you look at that first homework, hey, pick any 5. You look at that second homework, pick 1 problem. Look at that 3rd homework on there. Try at least 2 of the problems. Just attempt them. So I'm not looking to saturate you with homework, but that gives you your assignment right there. Cool? Can I go to the video? We're good? So you have the notes there. It's your choice how to take notes. I'm not going to judge you on how you take your notes. I'm just going to show it. So once you hit that little square piece, it's going to take you to a screen similar to this. Mine looks a little bit different because I have the teacher status. I'm not the student. But you'd have something on that type of screen that would basically say play or start video or something like that. I have to just hit preview because, again, that's the teacher. And just for you all being here today and watching this video, we're going to get all the questions right. We might try some wrong ones, but y'all get 15 out of 15. You have no idea. If you ever missed on this kind of day, you'd have to watch the video, and then it's going to record it for you. All right. Here we go.
Accelerated algebra 2, Mr. Sturp here. We're going to run through these notes that you should have available. So let's just get to the second page. So it's the bill for landscaping of the new copy shop includes the cost of the plants, the cost of the labor. 3 landscapers work 5 hours each and earn the same hourly wage. The cost of the plants is $524. Total bill was $816.50. How much did each person make per hour? So basically, you have 5x plus 5x plus 5x. That's with 3 landscapers. They will be able to combine my terms in a minute. We know that the plants cost $524, and the total bill is $816.50. So let's combine my terms. We get 15x plus 524 equals $816.50. And we do use a calculator. So $816.50 minus the 524. And so we get 292.50. So we get 15x equals that. Then I'm going to divide both sides by 15. And so each of the landscapers made.
Watch that, I'll make. I just did it on the calculator. $19.50. So I gave you the answer, and then I was like, uh-oh, what do we do? So that's part of the thing. Right there, we're gaining points. $19.50 is our answer. Hit submit, gives us the correct, and then we can hit continue.
$19. So x equals $19. Was that $19? That's what each of the landscapers made per hour.
So if that went too fast, I want you to indicate if you need extra help on that, because there's something we can focus on tomorrow.
Fast when you come back.
Cool.
This one says cat. This person's name is Cat, drives to visit her older sister in a college in Indiana, distance of 825 miles away. For the first 2 hours of the trip, she averages 50 miles per hour. So in 2 hours, she drives 50 miles. Okay, and she can only average 50 miles an hour due to heavy traffic. How fast must she drive for the remaining part of the trip to arrive in 10 hours? So in 10 hours, in 10 more hours. So 10 more hours, we don't know how fast she's going to drive. Let's figure out. So she has 825 miles to drive. So remember, this first part was 100, because 2 times 50 is 100, equals 10x equals 825. Subtract 100 from both sides. So we have 725. Dividing side.
Oh, dividing side by 10. How many miles per hour should she drive for the last 10 hours? 72.5 miles per hour. Well, let's just pretend we made an error. Don't worry, you're still getting the full points on this. But let's say we made an error. We do that, hit submit, you get the red flag. It's incorrect. Correct answer, 17.5. So if that was you at home, and you're looking at it going, what am I missing out on? Either I made a mistake or you didn't follow something. So that's what you would ask about in class. Okay, so you'd write down the notes that I would have given you, going, I need extra help on this one. And just go with it and we go on. So from there, we'll continue and we'll finish the problem.
So she needs to get 72.5 miles per hour for the last 10 hours of the trip for an average speed to get her to her destination. Okay? You have any questions? Let's go over them in class next time we see you. So there's 2 types of tickets are sold for a school place, students and adults. So I'm going to call the students X, I'm going to call the adults Y. Student tickets cost $10, adult tickets cost 16 total of 212 tickets were sold. The tickets total 2342. Okay, so student tickets plus adult tickets, regardless of cost, we sold 212 of them. But then we realized we had $10 for each student ticket and $16 for each adult ticket, and they made $2,342. Okay, so this is a system of equations. So what we should do is let's think about getting rid of x. So I'm going to multiply this whole top one by -10 because I got a positive 10x and a negative 10x. Distribute that over the parentheses. So off to the side, this is going to give me negative 10x minus 10y minus 2120. And then I have this other equation, I'm just going to bring straight over. 10x plus 16y is equal to 2342. So if we add these both together, those cancel out. This leaves me 6y, and then 2342. So 2342 subtract 2120. That's going to give me 222. I think I did my math right. And on the value side by 6y, so y equals 222 divided by 6, and you can do that if you wanted to, or we can go ahead and use the calculator. I'm going to choose to use the calculator so I don't make any errors. So I'm going to go 222 divided by, what did we say was divided by? 6.
222 divided by 6 is what? 37? Cool. Notice on here, there's a little rewind button too. So you just click that and it'll go back 10 seconds for you. Okay, and if you click it again, it'll go back another 10 seconds. But you said 37 was the tickets, so submit. Hey, we're correct. Continue.
So that's 37. So y equals 37. So that means we sold 37 of those tickets. So x plus 37 equals 212. So y was the adult tickets, so we sold 37 adult tickets. And then if we go and solve this,
So I actually answered the question.
Minus 37.
I just go a little further to get the
So it's going to be 5, 0, 10, so it's 70, 175. So I sold 175 student tickets. That's all good. Again, if you have any questions on this, please feel free to ask next time we have class. This next one, Todd, Reggie, and Nick. So Todd plus Reggie plus Nick agreed to share the cost of an apartment, which is $1,850. But they tell us that Todd gets the master, so he will pay twice as much as Reggie. So Todd equals 2R. Because whatever twice what Reggie pays is what Todd's going to pay. Okay, and that's what we got from this here. Okay, then it says Nick will pay $50 more than Reggie. So Reggie equals, Nick will pay $50 more than Reggie. Oh, I'm sorry. Nick pays $50 more than Reggie. 50 plus Reggie. Okay, we can go ahead and start solving this problem now. And we're going to start substituting a few things in. So I know that T is equal to 2R, so I'm going to put 2R in there. Okay? And then we know that Nick is 50 plus R, so I'm going to put 50 plus R in there. Don't forget this R, so plus R plus 50 plus R equals the $1,850. Okay, combine my terms, so 2R plus R, that's going to give me 4R, because we know that's 1R and 1R, plus 50 equals 1850. So 4R is equal to, equals 1800, and they subtract 50 from both sides. So here's that Reggie's going to pay 1800 divided by 4, so let's just go ahead and use the calculator, make sure we get the math right. 1800 divided by 4. So it looks like $450. So Reggie pays $450 for rent. Okay, so you take that same and plug that R in there. So 2 times R, 2 times 450 is 900. Todd's going to pay 900, and then Nick is going to pay $50 more than Reggie. So Nick is 50 plus 450, so he's going to pay 500. Just put a dollar sign in, make it all look pretty. So Reggie pays 450, Todd pays 900, Nick pays 500. And again, if you have questions on this, we will cover that next time we have class. And then it says, Leah is the president of our gardening club. She goes to buy snacks for her upcoming meetings. She adds the cost of all her snacks, which is $46.50. Once taxes added, she pays $49.94. What was the tax rate? Okay, so she paid $46.50, and she's times it by a factor because that's going to give you the tax, and the total is $49.94. So if I divide each side by 46.50, so 49.94, 49.94 by, what you said guys, 46.50, comes out to 1.0739. So let's round it up to 1.074. So that's going to be 1.074. So that just means the tax is in there. So she is going to pay, we're going to look here, we're actually moving the decimal twice here. And so that becomes 107.4. So that means this indicates, because you're paying more, excuse me, she pays a 7.4% tax on her stuff. The last slide is something to ignore here. We're going to ignore this. This is just old stuff. We'll have a quiz on Schoology that you should go on to at the end of all of the lessons for this week. That will cover that portion.
Okay, this kind of question is not worth points. This is one of those that once you watch the video, if you're completely lost, tell me. Because I'll know that prior to coming into class. That'll let me know what I have to do in order to improve the education that I'm providing. So how do you feel about this? I got it. I have some questions. I'm lost. It's not worth points. There's not a right or wrong answer. Just answer it. So I'd say someone would probably feel, I have some questions. So if I see that a lot of that, that just means when I walk into class the next time, I know that there's going to be some questions on how to do things. Because let's face it, you're watching a video that you can't ask a question during. So indicate on your things, like, oh my gosh, this example 2, circle it. We got to go over this. But then the main important thing on Play Pause It is do that. You hit submit, but the video is not quite over. Please make sure at the very end, hit continue.
Hope you all around. Take care, one more. Bye.
And once it does that, that means that I now have points for you. If you don't go to the end, and you'll go to the thing that says bulb complete, and give you a little thing like this. Oh, wow, we did make an error on that problem. So maybe you're just like, gosh, why is that problem wrong? Maybe ask about it in class. You can go back through if you'd like on the bulb and rewatch it and retake and get the full amount of points. That's your choice. I don't have the speed up option open. I wish I could have regular speed on the first video and then speed up option on the second video. Play Pause It doesn't let me do that though. I'm sorry. But that's kind of how we are going to model this for our class. Okay? So once you're done with that, because you've done this, because you were here, 15 points is going in for video 1D on this date. Sweet. Because as you walked into class, you had 0 out of 0, which meant you had an undefined score for a grade. I know some people are like, no, I had an A. No, 0 divided by 0 is undefined. So you had a U at this point. But Once I go back to my office for my off period, because you were here, I'm going to put in 15 out of 15. That means walking in tomorrow, when you're here, hey, I have an A so far. Cool. Now, what are a few things that we need to look at with this? Okay? Tonight, I would say, go here. Take a look at the video. It says, and pick any 5 to try. So again, if you want to print this off, please do. If you want to just copy down, just at the top of your paper, put worksheet 1D, and there, I don't know how many questions there are. I'd be a big jerk if there was just 5 questions. Looks like there's 11 questions. You get to pick any 5 that you want to try. Okay? And again, if you just want to do it at home, take a picture of it on your phone. When I come in tomorrow, I'm going to say, hey, I wanted that 1D done. Now, here's our challenge. So you pick those 5 problems, and this won't be normal for every week, but you pick those 5 problems. You still with me? Pick those 5 problems. Okay? What I also want you to do, and it's part of your note packet, is I would like you to watch video 2. And notice that homework says this: try any one problem. So if the front part of your homework is 1D on a piece of paper, 5 problems. And then the back side, you say, hey, I tried this one. I'm going to warn you that the notes for 2E, it's using the calculator. You're going to come in going, Mr. Stirp, I need to drop this class. No, you're not. I'll get you through this. I'm not expecting you to be a pro at this. But tomorrow, I will go over questions off of video 2E. So the assignment for tonight, pick any 5 problems from 1D. Again, if you want to print it off, try it on that sheet and bring that sheet to class. Try it off, print it off, try 5 on that sheet, take pictures of it. You want to just try on a separate sheet of paper as you looked at it, just title the top on a separate sheet of paper. And if you want to bring it into class, great. If you want to just take a picture of it, great. Or scan it as a PDF. I'm not picking up anything from you, but I will be awarding points. So far with this class, everyone's getting a 15 out of 15 who is here today. Agree? 10 of those points come from just watching the video. If you made an error in the video, and I know I made an error on purpose, but I'm not going to charge you for that. If you made an error, you might get only 14 out of 15 points. That's because you made an error. That's okay. 14 out of 15 is still a really good grade. I wouldn't think just getting the 10 out of 15s every time. I mean, that's a 66% rounded up. That's not what you need to target to do. But then I'd like you to pick any 5 problems off of 1D to do. Just try. Just try. And then try 1 problem off of 2E. Now, if you don't have the graphing calculator, try it by hand. Just see what you can do. But I know there's going to be questions that come in tomorrow. Okay? What my plan is, we'll hit the 3D. Now, what I have to warn you on, no, I can't go down. Can I go up? There we go. What I have to warn you on is, if you go to these quizzes, you basically, there's 10 questions each. If you want to start them, that's fine. But once you open it, you have an hour to complete it. So you're like, oh, I'm going to take a look at it. Oh, that's what it is, cool. Come back to it 3 days later, hit it again, going, I can't get into it. Yeah, because I have an hour timer. So once you want to commit yourself, you commit yourself to it. Those 2 quizzes are going to be due on Monday. It's your choice if you want to do them tonight or whenever. Okay? But that's what we have. I will just tell you that I don't want to swamp you with oversaturated videos between tonight and tomorrow. That's why I'm only giving you video 2 to watch. Okay? And then you have those basically 6 problems between the 2 sheets. Does that make sense? So I would like questions tomorrow on 2E from the video. You have the packet of notes. And then questions from the homework. But I want to take a look at the homework. Again, you're just trying. You're getting 5 points if you tried. If you tried the 5 problems on one page and you tried 1 problem on another page, and if you, however you want to convey that information, you're going to get the 5 out of 5. Now trying isn't, oh look, I drew a picture of a puppy next to a tree. Though I like the art, it's not related to the math. No, that's how your thought process takes place. Going, I have to draw a puppy with a tree. I love it, but show some math as well. Okay? Have I assigned video 3D? Does everyone understand that? It is not assigned to you at this point. Okay? We will actually watch 3D in class tomorrow. Okay? Does that make sense? Does anyone have questions for me? And I told you all, if you have to go to the bathroom, please go to the bathroom. You don't ever have to ask me. You just take care of your own business. You know yourself best. But that's how I plan on running the class. And I don't plan on running the class. I'm not a big proponent of a flipped classroom, but because we only meet 2 days a week, that's the only way I can get through the content. The nice thing is, I don't really plan on having the Tuesday, Wednesday, or in the other group, the Thursday, Friday. I don't plan on having to stand and deliver lecture. And I don't plan on having those days be we're watching the video. The videos that I was modeling that for you today, and I'll model it for you tomorrow so you can feel good about it. Sound good? What time are we out of here? 11? So when it hits 59, you can escape. Is that okay so far? Oh, and then your first pencil paper real quiz. Not next week, the week after. The second day, the week after. Anytime we have a pencil paper quiz, it'll be the second day that we would meet, because the first day would be some sort of review. Are you okay? But no, it wasn't. It was really me teaching on the video. Oh, I have to warn you on this too. I'm going to make mistakes in videos. I will. I own the, and I usually realize the mistake in the middle of when I'm doing it, but I'm not going to stop the video, edit it out. But what I'll do on the play pause it is that I know that I made an error, so there'll be a pause, and it'll be a little comment saying, hey, I made an error on this. So you know there's an error coming up. In no way, shape, or form am I a perfect teacher. I'm not a perfect person. I'm going to make errors. I'm going to own my errors. So if a bulb comes up saying there's an error made, maybe watch what's going on with it before you start writing anything down, going, oh my gosh, my teacher's a dingling. He forgot to distribute 2 to everything. It happens. I make mistakes. But that's what we have. Should you start these quizzes tonight? I wouldn't. Because if you start one of them, once you click to go, you haven't, the clock starts. Even if you log out, the clock's still going. So that's, just please be aware. Yeah?
How much time do we have on the quizzes?
An hour. So they're designed to take about 15 minutes. And I will assure you that those 2 quizzes there are far easier than the videos I've shown. Between those 3 videos. You'll be like, oh, like you'll get to it going, oh, thank God. Oh, it's like, man, he's not splitting atoms like he was in those videos. No, it's all good stuff. Friends, have a great day. Take care of one another.